What is up, guys? The LA Gamer here, and today I'm bringing you guys episode 12. Is it 12 of my MLB 30-1 rebuild series? I'm completely just taking a shot in the dark of saying this is the 12th rebuild, or maybe it's even 13. Who really knows, man? Either way, in today's rebuild, we will be rebuilding the Toronto Blue Jays. As usual, GM contracts turn off. This turns auto manage. This turns to manual. We'll hop in this. We're going to do a couple trades, pick up a few free agents, do the typical first few moves that you guys are probably used to seeing. And yeah, so let's get all that done. While I'm doing this, though, I want to very quickly discuss. Are you kidding me? You're actually going to be stubborn about that. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to very quickly discuss why I haven't been posting the past month and a half or so that it was. I mean, I posted a video the other day, the NBA Live video. But like, why I didn't post this series or like anything else really for that month and a half. Because damn, I was reading those comments, a lot of questions about like where I was, what I was doing. And let me just say, some of that shit was depressing. Like, you guys were like legitimately coming up with some crazy conspiracy theories. I was reading some stuff like talking about how I got hit by a bus. There was some shit talking about how people thought I died. You thought that I quit YouTube. Thought that I got some disease. There was some sad shit. Like, I was like tearing up. I was like, damn, like that's sad. Like, it was sad just reading it. So damn, like, you guys, there's some creative minds out there. Some people thought some really bad shit happened to me. I got caught up with the mafia or something. I don't know. Either way, really all that happened. I figure I'm gonna actually address that problem now, why I wasn't recording, so people don't think I was, you know, out. I got like left in the middle of the jungle and was like fending for my life. Nothing crazy like that happened, I promise. All that happened was my computer screen broke. I have 6 cats. I don't live in a very large house, but I have 6 cats. And one of them is really fucking dumb, like extremely stupid. Should we let Ohtani pitch this season? Or let's give Lariano a season. Let's let Ohtani develop a little bit down there in AAA. Regardless, what I was getting at is, I have 6 cats, right? And one of the cats is a dumbass. And so, by the way, I'm gonna be scrolling through this team so you guys take a quick look at it. I'll discuss my further intentions with this team in a second. I just want to discuss this story because you guys have been very curious. Regardless, one of the cats is dumb. To put this in perspective, I have a cat post that goes up against a wall in my room. He jumps on the top level of the cat post and hits his head on the wall every single time. He is yet to figure out, I mean, if he just jumped at a different angle, he wouldn't hit his head on the wall. But every single time he hits his head on the wall and has no intention of readjusting his jump. The cat's stupid. Just very simply, he's just dumb. And so he decided one day to jump off the cat post onto my laptop. Because he just instead of jumping anywhere on my bed, he decided the laptop was the best landing spot. Cracked it from the back of it, which ended up cracking a part of the screen, the inside. Ended up going to Best Buy. I work at Home Depot. Not really important. Either way, the Home Depot I work at is near a Best Buy. Go to Best Buy, and I'm like, dude, how much does it cost for me to replace this laptop screen? And they're like, I'll just send this for you guys. And I'm gonna do some scouting in the background. And they're like, I gotta fix these scouts. Sorry that I'm all over the place. Let me just fix the scouts real quick. We need a central scout. Either way, I'm like, how much is it going to cost to fix the screen? He's like, well, I mean, like, if you don't want to buy the screen, you want us to do the fix, like, that's $200 to $300. And I was like, you're fucking crazy. There's no way I'm paying $300 for somebody to fix my laptop screen. I'll just continue to wait and find an alternative solution to my problem. Well, what ended up happening is I go online and I look up how much does my laptop screen cost, and it was like $40. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cheap. Usually laptop screens can be like $80 to even $100. And like a LED, like 1420, some crazy quality screen was $40. So I actually got a better screen than I used to. Regardless, it only cost $40. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll do that. So obviously I do. I buy that screen, and what's it called? Okay, I'm just making sure the scout doesn't end. And literally all I do is it comes in. I used Amazon Prime shipping. Came in 2 days. Not kidding. It took me 20 minutes all you need is a screwdriver. It took me 20 minutes to replace the screen. Got it replaced, and now now my screen's better than it was, and I saved like $300. So that was a pretty cool little, you know, adventure that I went on. Sadly, since I was a lazy ass, that was kind of the main reason it took me 2 months to take care of that problem. It was not really a money problem. I had the money to pay for a new screen. I just didn't know it was going to be that easy. So I kind of procrastinated on that whole idea. You have decent coaching, actually. This is pretty solid coaching. So that was the main reason. Like, it wasn't like anything serious. And to be honest, I was just kind of enjoying life for other things. Like, I wasn't focusing on YouTube. I think I've mentioned this before in other videos. Like, this isn't my, obviously now that I have a job, this isn't my like income or anything. I don't survive off this. This is literally just a hobby. So sometimes there's, you know, you just gotta focus on other things in life. And I was just trying to take some time to enjoy some other things. I have a few nice stories, some cool things that have gone on in my life. And the, you know, last couple of months that I've been able to experience some new ideas. And honestly, life's been real good for me. One thing I wanted to mention was, I'll probably just talk through this whole entire first year of scouting, if you guys don't mind. It usually takes a while, and usually I don't talk, but I just kind of feel like talking to you guys right now. I am going to be building my own computer here pretty soon. That's something I'm pretty excited to be doing. And the idea... We need an East player too. The idea is that I will... well, I already bought all the parts, actually. I bought every single part. The only thing is the case to obviously put everything in. It's taking a little while to come in. It's been a pretty good chunk of change to build this computer. It's basically a gaming computer. It's going to help me pump out some higher quality videos at a quicker pace. As well, I'll be able to start doing some computer gaming, which is something I'm excited to be doing, and allows me to do some different types of videos. So I'm really excited about that. Hopefully you guys think that could be pretty cool. I certainly do. So I'm building that. Hopefully I have all the parts to build it and everything, and hopefully it's done by about the 26th or 27th, so maybe give it a week or so. So yeah, that's something I'm excited to do. You know, obviously Madden's coming out too. That's something I'm sure you guys are well aware. It's, you know, something I'm going to be able to get into. Also, I want to mention, there's some changes that are coming to this channel a little bit. This is something I could discuss in another video, but honestly, most of you guys watch this series, so I figure why not just go all in and talk to you guys through this. Sports gaming is kind of the main thing on this channel, and it's going to remain that way. Obviously, computer games are going to be thrown in the mix, so there's a lot of different games. Computer gaming opens up a whirlwind of different games to play, but I'm not going to be too involved in most of it, besides maybe the occasional shooting game, occasional role-playing game here and there, which is, you know, just normal. But for the most part, still sports games. But what I really want to talk about is, although I have these rebuild series, and I'll probably continue to do them, what I really want to get into is Ultimate Team, My Team, all that good stuff. Now that I have a job, I can do some crazy pack openings. I have the money to do that, to actually buy some packs and do some pack openings, where in previous years I couldn't really make the investment to make fun videos like that. So obviously once 2K comes out and all that stuff, I want to have like some crazy ass My Team. I want to do tons of pack openings. I want to play a lot of My Team, and with a new computer coming in, like shit, that's gonna be some dope ass videos. I'm gonna get a what's it called? I'm gonna get a video camera, HD video camera, and all that shit. I'm taking it very seriously. I'm investing, you know, well, I gotta be honest, I'm investing a pretty good amount of money into all this, just because I'm turning YouTube from a hobby into a little bit, you know, something I guess you could say a little bit more serious. I'm taking it, I shouldn't say more seriously. Like it's always been kind of just more of a hobby than anything else. But I mean, like, I'm really creating more of a passion for it. Aaron Sanchez for Michael Pineda. Who's Tyler Wade? No, that's basically, he's worth nothing. So would Pineda for Aaron Sanchez straight up be worth it? Nah, Pineda's 5-1. I mean, Aaron Sanchez, Pineda 3 with a 2.7. That's pretty nice. But the real question is, would I rather have Michael Pineda or would I have Aaron Sanchez? And I kind of like Aaron Sanchez, so I'm gonna say no to that one. But either way, I'm taking it a little bit more seriously. I'm going to be a little bit more proactive in making videos and making higher quality stuff. just because I think it's time that I take that extra step on this channel. Either way, what I was really going at here, and rather than just circling around the main request, I'm really hoping you guys give that a chance. Some My Team, Ultimate Team videos. Obviously, every time I do even minor changes on this channel, it's a huge risk. Never really know whether it's something you guys will like, but I know usually people are totally down for that pack opening shit. I mean, I am. Like, when I'm on YouTube, I watch that shit. Like, it is dope to me. Is this headset disconnected? It is dope to me when I can't see anything because I have that headset thing in the top left. There we go. When people are opening those packs, they spend tons of money on that stuff because I think it's exciting. I'll see why you guys want it. And you guys can see a little bit more of who I really am once I'm playing video games, because damn, like, My Team can be pretty intense. Same with I'll probably play My Team more because I'm more of a 2K person. I'm more of a basketball person than football, just as a whole. Huge basketball fan. But damn, so yeah, basically the main request, I want you guys to just give it a chance if you can, obviously. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of you guys are really supportive of everything I do, so I don't even know if I even have to say it, but that'd be really dope. You guys would help me obviously take a step into, you know, being able to do some new cool stuff for you guys on this channel, be able to pump out some more videos if anything, and then hopefully that can translate into making more of these rebuilds and all this different stuff. Just be able to really expand this channel to make it, you know, better for everybody. That's like the main goal through all this, is just to make, you know, the best videos possible. So either way, I rambled for, what was that, a solid 12 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed that little sesh. This is the first time I've really shown you guys me scouting at an up close opportunity for me, or for you guys to see me scout. It's not really a big deal. Just usually don't show myself scouting. I usually just skip all this, but this is really all it is. At a certain point, I've gotten so used to scouting now, I just do it kind of quickly. Pretty sure this first year the draft is on the 1st. Am I right? Yeah, I am. So this draft's going to come up right now. What pick do we have? 22. I think we have the first pick in like the compensatory round. I think that's something to do with, I'm thinking Edwin Encarnacion. I'm thinking since he was taken away, I'm assuming that's the reason we have that compensatory pick. What we need to do is check players we scouted. Here we go. We got Seth Ambrose, who looks all right. We got Albert Cortez, a solid third baseman. Some awesome contact and power stats there. Thinking that might be the best option. Or there's Mario Baez, guys, pretty solid. We'll go with Baez first. What is up? My thing is being crazy. Okay, I'm gonna just pull this headphone out because it is all over the place. I think it's connected to this one. There you go. Sorry about that constant thing going on in the left corner. Literally, my headset's just being whacked, so literally just gonna unplug the whole thing so it stops doing that. Oh, and I have Jeff Montag, so it's really an option here of who I want more. But Cortez looks significantly better. He is younger, better ETA by 2 years, better power numbers, just all around. Looks like a more solid prospect. So we'll get him. Jeff Montag got taken there, so I'm not going to worry about him. We had one other pitcher that we liked, and there it is, Ambrose. We're going to have 3 solid picks this year. Signed them 87, 80, 86, and 83. I didn't even draft that guy myself. And a solid reliever that the CPU got. I like that. So I like Baez. I like Cortez, obviously. Only an 80 potential. That could have been better. But we got some solid pitching in this year's draft. So there we go. Our pitching prospects are looking solid for the future, which is always a good first step. This lefty is crazy. Alexander McGee. Ooh, I'm gonna make a trade for this guy. Let's look at some crazy picks. Royals got one. Brian McNair, a 97 potential center fielder for the Angels. So let's see. We're looking at the Royals, the Angels. This is crazy. The Astros, the Braves. Oh, we should do some crazy shit. Oh, that would be awesome. What I should do is just stack this team with like newly drafted prospects and just let them all develop and see if I can make it. I should try to make a team where like every single player is 26 or younger. So I'll just trade for all these young dudes and see what they can turn into. You know, I'll try that shit. I really will. That sounds really fun. So I'll just keep drafting, or I'll keep trading for these young dudes and see if I can make a crazy team out of them. So with that being the case, I'm going to sim through the season, see if we make the playoffs. then obviously do the free agency and everything, go into the next year and trade for a lot of these guys. So let's see if I'm going to be able to pull some of that off. So I'm going to take down some names here, get an idea of what teams they play for, and I'll trade for them the next season. So yeah, I'll see you guys in just a second once we're nearing the end of this season. Okay, guys, we just ended the season here with a 96-66 record. I gotta say real quick, dude, that last draft class was fucking ridiculous. Looking at my notes here on my phone, I got about 12-13 guys that I'm willing to pick up. Looks like a good majority of starting pitchers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 starting pitchers. The rest are position players. I'm gonna pick up all the starting pitchers though, because they're that good. And then we got a left fielder, 3 center fielders, first baseman. Okay, that might be about it, like 12 players. Either way, we finished the season 96-66, so I don't understand, because I didn't think this team was that good. But, I mean, we're showing out a little bit right now. I mean, the thing is, as you guys know, we are getting closer to number 1 on our list right now, which is going to be, you know, the last team that we do in the 31 rebuild, which means that, obviously, it should be getting easier and easier pretty soon. I mean, it's not really going to be a rebuild. We're going to have to really fuck around to mess that up. And we're going to get swept in the playoffs with the Red Sox, which were probably a wild card team. Bit of an interesting situation there. Lost Jason Gurley. Any crazy retirements? Always feel a need to check this out. You just never know when there's some weird shit going on. Ichiro actually retired due to injury. Tore his Achilles. That's just shitty luck. He probably would have retired due to age anyways. Then he tears his Achilles. That just sucks. Really can't catch a break there. They tried to trade me this guy earlier in the season. Good thing I said no. He ended up tearing his ACL not long after. Either way, I'm about to sign all these guys. I'm gonna make those trades pretty soon. If I remember correctly, the goal here is to win a World Series with a, what was it, 26 or 27 years old or younger. We'll probably do 27 years old or younger. In baseball, it's kind of tough to make a team that's 26 or younger. That 1 year actually might make some difference. Considering most players don't even make the major leagues before they're like 25, it's pretty tough. And then I think the next rebuild might be all fake players. Not like fake players, but I mean like all the players have to be like randomly generated drafted players. Like every single player I have has to be found through the draft. Not me drafting him, but some team has to draft him, and they kind of do what I'm doing right now. Regardless, it sounds like a fun idea. So I'm gonna sign these dudes. I'll see you guys in a second, probably towards the beginning of next season. How about I see you guys about draft time next season? I doubt anything that exciting happens this year in free agency. I'm gonna try to be pretty passive with my signing, in terms of a lot of these guys, because what's it called? I'm gonna save some money for those young guys I'm trying to pick up. So that's the goal. So I'm gonna just sign these guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So yeah, see you guys in a second. Okay guys, here I am at mid-season of the second season. Made a few trades to really put myself in the right. That was good. I just got an email. Somebody was pitching really good. What was that? Anyways, what I was gonna say until I got sidetracked by that news. Don't even think I mentioned. Yeah, I signed everybody I wanted to sign last season. Obviously, I'm on the pace where I need to be able to get the team 27 or younger when I win the World Series. I think I took a few really large strides into the right direction. Picked up almost every big name from last year's draft. A few notables: Alexander McGee. Who else we got? McGee. We got Taveras. We got Villa. These are the 3 main guys. These guys have crazy high potential. Ambrose is good. Baez is good. Those are guys that I drafted. Both guys have some potential. Same with like most of these guys. I think pitching wise we'll be totally fine. Relief wise, Estevez is solid. This Copeland guy has some potential. So we have 2 solid relievers that we can work with. We can probably trade for a few too, and maybe move some of these guys for relievers. So, and then as soon as a young closer, so that makes our job easier. Catching wise, Daniel Flores, that guy we picked up in free agency before the first year. He kind of solves a lot of our problems there, hoping that he can develop into at least a low 80s, mid 80s here in the next few years. He has plenty of time before he turns 27, so I'm not worried. First baseman wise, we got this Jonathan Hatfield guy. He was a player for the Pirates. Dude has some crazy batting potential. You see, he's already a rookie. We put him in the major leagues immediately. It looks like, and if you see, look in that top left corner, he's batting .307. 11 home runs, 24 RBIs, already 11 stolen bases as well. Pretty all-around prospect. Really just looks like he's got a great bat on his shoulder, so he's going to be able to involve some pop. So that's always nice to have a great batter, especially at the first baseman position. We have Devin Travis here at second base, a solid player. Sadly, we won't be able to use him. He's already 27. Don't see a whole lot of strength there, or a whole lot of room for improvement. Yamada, though, has a few more years left. He probably won't get much better. He probably already kind of hit his ceiling, but a 77 overall second baseman, I could work with that. Not a big deal. He's not that good, but I could live with it. Third base, this is where it gets tough. Josh Donaldson is my dude, and obviously I don't want to have to get rid of him. Big fan of the guy. But, I mean, I get to use superstars all the time in these rebuilds. It's about time that we try something a bit more challenging, like getting a team 27 or younger. That's, like, crazy difficult. And we have prospects here. We have Albert Cortez and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., so that's the one benefit. These guys are going to make my job a little bit easier. And with Josh Donaldson, we can get a few really nice young players. And if we package it right, maybe we can get a Mike Trout or something before he turns 27. Either way, shortstop we have Tulu. Our backup there is Wander Franco, so he's kind of the guy, our go-to guy to take over his position here in a couple of years. Left field we got Steve Butchard, whatever his name is. This dude, I think this was a guy that I picked up from another team too. I don't remember exactly what team he was on. Dude's a total stud though. Same with center field. We got a few studs out here. James Dunbar and I believe Corey Oakes is the other one. These guys were crazy though. There's one guy that Angels got that has like 98 potential. Really wanted to get him. That dude was Trout level good, like in terms of potential. But they were actually asking for a crazy amount. I had to trade like Josh Donaldson just for them to say yes. I was like, that's probably not worth it. Although he has crazy potential, I mean he's not there yet, so not quite worth all that yet. And then right field, we'll probably have to move one of these guys over there at some point, because obviously Kevin Pillar is over 27 at this point. So lots of moves that need to be made, lots of big decisions. It's going to be tough, making sure every player that plays in the World Series is 27 or younger. But I think we'll be able to pull it off. Here, give me maybe just one or two more years. We'll be able to have the team. Now it's just all about them winning, right? Because right now they're not winning. They're 36 and 52, which is a problem. So we'll just keep on figuring it out. We're going to get through the season. I'll see you guys in free agency. We're just going to try to bring this team back together, let them develop a little bit more year by year is kind of the biggest issue, making sure they continue to get better. Then we got to trade for a few positions and hope for the best. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season once we sign a few free agents, and we'll figure it out from there. Okay, as you guys can see here, we finished season 80 and 82. Obviously, that's not good enough to make the playoffs. Dodgers defeat the Red Sox in the World Series. Talking about that, the Dodgers are kicking ass this year. Personally, an Angels fan, so not like I'm tripping or like even fanboying. If anything, I just wish the Angels were on that same level. They're actually earning a playoff spot right now, though. Gotta say, I'm pretty happy about that. But regardless, like, damn, the Dodgers are unreal right now. Probably the greatest team I've seen in my life, without a doubt. Like, I don't know. I don't remember a team that was ever better than that. I know for a period of time there was obviously that Yankees team. They had A-Rod, Jeter, Roger Clemens, Mariano Rivera, a few other studs. I think they may even had though when they had Jacoby Ellsbury, because I know he was on the Red Sox at that point. I feel like I don't know. They switched teams. Hideki Matsui was on that team. It's hard to remember exactly what that team was consisting of. Either way, you can already see a lot of the guys that we were stuck re-signing here are already pretty damn young. So if you guys don't realize, this team's already on the pace of being probably one of the youngest of all time. But yeah, another great team was that Red Sox team back in the day. They had, oh god, Amarillo wants way too much money. Nope. What did they have? They had Big Papi. Don't know if Pedro Martinez was at that time, but I know they had Kevin Youkilis. Didn't like Youkilis a whole lot. Something about his face just pissed me off. He just seemed like an asshole. May have been a really good guy. Really don't know. His face just didn't really look like it. Feel like there's some other big. There definitely was some other big names. They had Pedroia at that time. That's when he won Rookie of the Year. He won, if I remember, he won MVP not long after that either. He was like very highly touted as a player. He lost some of that reputability though. I don't know, he's not as reputable as he was back then. He's not like as famous. Maybe that's when they had Ellsbury. I don't remember who had Ellsbury at that time with the Yankee or Red Sox when they were both like killing it. Maybe Ellsbury wasn't even in the league. I don't fucking know. He would have been pretty young. But I don't know. Maybe it would have been like I'm thinking like 2007 or so, around those times. That's when everybody, I feel like, was in their prime a little bit more, or that Yankees-Red Sox rivalry was, and that's kind of when they were at their best. That's when those were some of the best teams I've ever seen. A lot of those teams were a little bit overpowered, and those teams used to piss me off a lot as an Angels fan. You know, the Angels made the playoffs pretty consistently up until about 2011. Usually were the AL West champions, and they would always get eliminated by the Red Sox or Yankees, whether it was the ALDS, ALCS, and it sucked. That sucked so bad as a kid growing up when your favorite team gets eliminated. That shit just, like, it sucks. I mean, obviously just as bad now, but as a kid you don't, like, quite understand the idea of it, and, like, the totality of how bad it sucks. I don't know. Now, I guess it would probably suck more now if the Angels got eliminated, because I know, like, how long I've been waiting for them to do good. So if they made the playoffs just to lose, like, that would suck. But if I don't know why I'm rambling so much this video, but truthfully, I think I'm pretty self-aware that if the Angels made the playoffs, they're not going to get very far in it. They're just not good enough, like, to keep it 100. Like, they just aren't. But yeah, I don't know. I've been enjoying baseball this year. I'm really excited for basketball to come back up. Football, I'm kind of in the middle about. Been a huge football fan the past few years, but really haven't been quite as involved this year. Here's a good year for getting a prospect. We got both Bryce Harper, Manny Machado, and those actually fit our ideal, which is going to be a 27 or younger player. So let's see if we can get either of those guys. Can't afford them though. Don't know how we're gonna pull that off. Maybe this is where we need to trade Josh Donaldson for a young guy so we can open up some cap space. Gary Sanchez would be in the right ballpark for doing something like that. Obviously, Bryce Harper, who already appears to have signed, would fit the ideal. If we package him in some quality prospects, we can get him. Who else? Mike Trout's already 27, unfortunately, so that'll only give us 1 year with him. I don't know if we'd be able to pull that off then with a Trout. Maybe, though. Package him and Oaks. They're interested in that. Mike Trout for 1 year. Do you think we can pull off that big of a playoff push? Do you think we can pull off a World Series push this early? I mean, maybe. We could package a few more big players, maybe a Troy Tulu or a Troy Tulowitzki, and Albert Cortez, then for a Bryce Harper. We would need, obviously, to add quite a bit more, though. I like McGee, but he's about the only prospect that's good enough, probably, to even earn their time of day. He's a really good prospect. Top-notch lefty, though. It's hard to get rid of. It would help us take a really valuable step in the right direction, though. But I don't know. I kind of want to keep that lefty. Let's see if there's anybody else we can get. We need replacements at second base and no, we have a good first baseman. Mainly second base would be a nice improvement. Shortstop, Wander Franco's not that good, but he'll get there. We need a right fielder. Okay, we definitely need a right fielder. That's a tough thing. I mean, Bryce Harper fits all the needs. We can't really do him. Nomar Mazara would be solid, really solid pick up there. Anybody else? Like I'm saying, there's not a lot of players that make the major leagues and aren't 27 yet. Here's Mookie Betts. He's not signed to a contract, so we might have to wait. Oh, Aaron Judge. Ooh. Okay, we'll look into it. Right now, not a lot of players sign on contracts, so we can't do a whole lot. I don't think Mike Trout's making any less money, so I don't know if no, he makes more money. I didn't open up any money by doing that. Okay, so let's just in the offseason. We already made a big move there. We got all our coaches and everything, so we're going in the right direction. So we're just gonna keep on moving on. Trying to make a few trades here at the beginning of next year, so that's why I'm simming through, showing you guys all this. Trying to get through the season, trade Tulu, and maybe something else to get a solid right fielder, and hopefully, with a step in the right direction, we'll be able to, what's it called? Make at least the playoffs, and then from there on, it's just kind of a push. This would be a really fast episode. But hey, I mean, if I earned it, then can't really complain, right? We have Kevin Pillar as trade value too. We can't use him. He's already 30. So if that's the case, I didn't even think about that. Oh, the injury situation shit. Oh god. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna need to fix this, but pretty soon we'll be able to do a trade. So give me one moment. Okay, here we are. Now we can finally do the trade. With a right fielder available, Kevin Pillar, and we just package like some decent prospects. I'm gonna figure like, I don't know, I figure like we could probably do this. Maybe something else, but you guys know I can figure this out. Thing is Mookie Betts the first option? Is he before Aaron Judge? Aaron Judge is pretty dope player to get. I mean, I guess maybe first off I should see if I can get a Bryce Harper, just because I mean it's Bryce Harper. Let's see, what would he be looking to get? Even with like it looks like my top players, it doesn't look like that's even possible. Yeah, and I'm not trading Otani or any of them. So, yeah, let's go back to something a little bit more realistic, which would be a Mookie Betts, a Mazzara, or an Aaron Judge. How's Mazzara been doing these past couple years? He's been pretty solid. Oh, two of them makes too much money. I can do it with Yamada. Do it with Mookie Betts. Aaron Judge is too tough to get though. Is Mazzara the better option to add a few more years to the time span? Or is it better to go Mookie Betts and take that risk? That's a tough decision. I say we go Mookie Betts and take the risk. We already took the risk with Trout, so we might as well go all in and take those risks. Now we have Tulu. We need to get a better second baseman, so obviously we're going to package in Travis because we can't use him. Can't use Biagini either, so we got to start figuring some stuff out. This Starling Castro, that's pretty damn good. I didn't even look at the age though. Castro might not even work. I don't think he's. I don't know what his age is, but I feel like he's like older 20s. Like he might not work. Yeah, he's 29. Oh, Moncada, duh. That'd be awesome. Taveras might be just enough trade value to get Moncada too. That'd be a really solid prospect to fit in the right direction with what I'm trying to do. Oh, are you serious? Let me see. I'll try in like a few days, see if it'll let me do it. Sometimes you just have to like wait a couple days and then try it again. Moncada's on the White Sox, I think. Yeah. So let's try. It was Taveras, Devin Travis, and two. Oh, it's the injuries. That's why. 1 second. Basically, all you have to do is sign a few of these guys, then some a few more days. Don't ask me why this game makes you do this. It's just stuff, and don't ask me why I even know how to fix this. It's just literally once you play this game enough, you know all the stupid things that this game will make you do just to try to get a trade through. And now, oh, I can't do a 3-for-1. I can only do a 2-for-1. Either that, or if they have a really crappy player, maybe. But nose anymore. I'll have to go a different path. Oh, running at Odor would be awesome. I can do this. I don't know how I do this. We'll just keep figuring it out. I'm gonna go to about mid-season now, figure out a way to fix that whole roster. So let's go to mid-season first, figure this out, and figure out what second basemen are killing it, and then we'll find a change. Okay, guys, here we are at mid-season, sitting at a 43 and 47 record. Sounds rough, sounds scary, especially considering we dove in kind of balls deep into this one, but I'm pretty confident in our team, actually, to figure this one out. Pitching wise, the prospects are crazy. I mean, look at all these overalls right now and how young they are. This group of 4 guys right here, if we just let them run each other, and with Ohtani, this group of 5 guys, by the time they're all 27, it'll be like almost all 99 overall pitching staff. All of guys that are just crazy young, crazy talented. This Alexander McGee guy, by the way, I mean, I think he's gonna be crazy. He's like a Kershaw. Next coming to Kershaw. All these guys are righties, but he's just some crazy left-handed. I just like him a lot. 19 years old too, just crazy. Reliever wise, we're good with 2 of them. This guy needs to be called up. Let's be honest, he's killing it. Catcher wise, I like Flores. I like Hatfield at first base. Devin Travis needs to be traded. We need a new second baseman. That's the issue still. Love our third baseman though. Can you actually play second base? No, they can't. We can roll with Franco at shortstop, even though he's not that great. Yeah, which is really what we need as a second baseman. So we might have to go on the younger route, just because it looks like right now it might not be like this year is the year, so we might want to go a little bit younger, like I don't know. I thought Gordon Odor would have been a pretty dope option, but let's see, how is Moncada doing? Yes, he doesn't even bat that crazy. Like, he's really good, but his stats don't really like fully represent how good of a player he actually is. So maybe Odor is not a bad choice. We can get him for, and if we throw in Devin Travis, it already fills up a lot of the gap for the trade. We fill in, let's see. Then if we fill in, I don't know, there's a lot of options. We can trade be a genie because we can't use him anyways. For some reason, it's glitching me out of being able to trade 3 people at once. Let me do Villa. Of course, let me do McGee. I don't want to trade Dunbar. This dude's like a stud. I don't know what the options are then. If I don't get Odor. Oh, now it's letting me do it for some reason. Maybe it's just that position has injury problems. I don't really know. I don't know what the issue was there. So we trade these 3 old guys. Yeah, we can do that. And now we have Odor, who's young. So now we are fitting basically the youth. Yeah, we're fitting all the youth requirements, it looks like. Yeah, we are. Now we just need a win. If not, we're gonna have to change a few things because a few guys are hitting their age 27. So we gotta, especially Trout being the most notable one. So I want to win one, especially with Trout on the team. So hopefully we can do one this year. It'll be a pretty quick rebuild, only 2019. That'd be one of my more impressive rebuilds, especially with the idea. And look how many games we're winning. I'll let you guys watch this second half of the season, just see what we can do with this team. We're winning quite a bit of games though. Look at this roll that we're going on. Some crazy stuff right there. Obviously looks like our team is hitting that stride. Don't know if Odor has a big impact with all that, but you know, sometimes too much youth, especially here. Oh, yeah, it looks like as we're getting late in the season, that could be a big problem. Young guys tend to get tired. They're not used to these super long seasons. All this traveling, it's a lot different than what they're used to. 2.5 games out, though, and we have about 10 games to fix that. I don't know if that was good enough. We're 1 game out with 1 game left. We won. Did that give us a chance? It did give us a chance. They lost. The Red Sox lost. That just gave us a chance to actually win this. Okay. They fucked up. Yep, they fucked up. Okay. A 7-3 win. We had Stroman on the mound. Let's see. Home runs from 4 of our players. I like it. Now we're playing Tampa Bay. We beat them 3-1. Ohtani. 7 solid innings. How do we do this one? Doubles from all of them. Some home runs. I'm digging it. Now we're gonna sweep through the Indians. Okay, what the hell? McGee's killing it in his first game. Same with Stroman. Same with Ambrose. Did a good job. Oakland. Oh, we get eliminated in 7 games in the ALCS. Oh, that was so close. Damn it, okay, so we're so close to rebuild. We got 1 year left, I think. We could probably rebuild it by next year. Let's just see. The problem is, now Stroman doesn't work. Neither does Trout. Oh, and Trout's the best player in baseball, so it's gonna suck getting rid of him. Yeah, that's gonna really suck. Let me sign all these guys, and then we're gonna have to figure out how we're going to do all this. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, guys, we're gonna try to trade real quick. Obviously, we have to trade Trout. Look how good all this for the rest of this team is getting, though. It's honestly pretty stacked with how young and talented it is. But as you guys know, sadly, we have to trade Trout now that he's 28. Figure we have to just trade him with another outfielder. Bryce Harper seems like the best option. So we'll just do Trout. It's weird to me that I have to package anything with this. Okay, I'll just package this dude who wasn't really worth anything. Don't know how that was the game changer. Either way, let's trade, or let's change. Let's trade Bryce Harper or Mookie to center fielder first. Probably Bryce. Or how do I do it? Okay, there we go. Drops to a 95 because of that. Okay, no. Let's try something else then. Let's see if we move Mookie instead then. I don't like that attribute decrease. Yeah, Mookie doesn't get affected as much. These guys are improving a lot. Like a lot. McGee is... Look at him. He's almost already like... He passed up Ohtani. I don't know why Ohtani's only at 89. He must be upset about something. Yeah, he's angry. Oh, why are you upset? He's so upset. Then we got Trey Strom, who's 89 overall, which sucks. Trade him. I don't know what position we really even trade him for. Maybe some relievers, I guess. Probably the best option at this point. Where are you, Strom? There we go. Of course, there's no fucking young relievers. Like, there's none. Like, no relievers are that young. It's not very common. The fact that we already have any young ones that are this good is just weird. Weirdly coincidental that it's working out for me in that situation. I want a team that at least has a few good ones, so I'm trading Marcus Stroman. I'm not gonna just trade him for nothing. Like, literally nobody has anything. Yeah, nobody. Like, I don't even know if there's any that... This is the best one. Is if I trade for these two guys. Leclerc and Kayla, which I have to wait a little bit to do because he's not on a contract. Let's see, can I have 4 Bogarts now? That's something I wanted to do. You can't tell me that I want to be lit to get Xander Bogaerts on the team. Never mind, we can't afford him. team was that I was trying to get Kella from? This team. Okay, there we go. My recording just tripped out. Either way, can wait on getting Kella because relievers are easy to get. I still can't afford the contract to Bogarts. Are you serious? Who's getting too much money? Like too much. Aaron Sanchez. It's a big one. Steve Pierce. Let me see what I can get for these guys. For prospects, this should be cheap. Open up some money. Now we can try to get Bogarts. Oh, we got Bogarts. Okay. This team is fucking crazy. Okay, so that's the team. Now let's go into the next season. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, here we are at the end of the season, finishing at 102 and 60. What's funny is we were like almost 500 at the end of this month of July, and since then we've only lost like 10 games and we won like 40 or 50. So we've been on some crazy ass pace here in the second half of the season. To put in perspective how good this team is, let's take a quick look at it. Starting pitchers: 99 overall McGee, 99 overall Villa, 96 overall Tawny, 92 overall Taveras, 88 overall Ambrose. And look how young these guys are. Relief pitchers, we got an 86 overall Leclerc, 85 overall Estevez, 81 overall Copeland. We actually even use Castro pretty soon, but we're gonna have to call Luke down. 87 overall Suna, 87 overall Flores at catcher, 93 overall Hatfield at first base, Odor 91 overall 20 at second base. My bad. Guerrero 91 overall at third base. Same with Cortez, 84 overall at third base. Sanderberger's 93 at shortstop. Wander Franco's at backup at 78 overall at shortstop. 89 overall Steve Buchar at left field, and Dwight Smith Jr. At left field. Center fielder is 90 overall Mookie Betts, and right fielder is 99 overall Bryce Harper. So this team is stacked as fuck, to say the least. And we're gonna end up sweeping through, or not sweeping through, but going 3-1 here against the Rangers. We won 18-4. Are you fucking kidding me? That's crazy. That's like crazy good stuff. Harper hit 2 dingers that game. Okay, I'm digging it. So we're up 3-2 here in the series, as you guys know. Now it calls for us to actually go in the game. We got Taveras on the mound, the McGee. Take a quick look at the stats so far. Taveras is killing it. 1.38 ERA, 1-0. 2.08, 3-2 record by McGee. Not the greatest win-loss for an ace, but the ERA and whip is crazy. Pretty good. Time for Ohtani, not phenomenal, but pretty good. James Phil's actually struggling a pretty good deal, but that's alright. Ambrose is yet to pitch. We should probably put him. I mean, who's not allowed to pitch? Who's the older ones? Loop, you can't be pitching. You're 32. We'll put Villa in there for place of you. And now we are able to go. So lineup wise, just making sure we have no 27 plus players here. We maybe have some off. Nope, even on the bench we don't have any. So yeah, we are good to go. None of these guys are illegal, I guess you could say. Maybe not the appropriate way to discuss that, but actually looks like MVP was Bryce Harper. I didn't even look at their stats. And MVP or Cy Young was McGee in his 3rd season. Damn, Bryce Harper's stats were pretty crazy, so I'm glad we got him. Let's look at their stats real quick. I didn't even see how good these guys were. 18-9 with 3.21, 18-7 with 3.37, 12-9 with 3.68, 15-6 with 3.56, 15-11 with 3.9. That's pretty crazy. Leclerc did good. Estevez did actually pretty bad. Copeland did pretty good. Osuna had a solid season. 1.46 ERA, probably his best season yet. Flores, 238 batting average. He's not really much of a hitter though. Hatfield, 303, 36 home runs, 101 RBIs, 21 stolen bases. Great season. Odor, 265, 27 home runs, 91 RBIs. That's pretty solid. Guerrero, 260, 43 home runs, 109 RBIs. That's really good. Sanderberger's 283 batting average, 26 home runs, 78 RBIs, 9 stolen bases. That's really good. 260, 16 home runs. I like it. 246, 28 home runs. Not great average, but like the home run numbers. And then obviously Bryce Harper with the MVP numbers. I'm loving those. Crazy stats right there. This just a really stacked team. So we're gonna actually go in the game here, and I'll see you guys once we're actually in there. And hopefully, looks like we're on home both these games. So hopefully we can beat the Giants here at home and go away with a World Series win here. So I'll see you guys once we're in the game. Okay, guys, here we are, Game 6. Blue Jays lead 3-2, as you can see, playing here on the Rogers Center. Great chance here for the Blue Jays to walk away with a World Series championship title on the belt here. That'd be quite nice for these Toronto fans. Bring some hardware, or not hardware, silverware. I don't know what you would call that. Is that hardware? What would you call a trophy? They have that specific saying. I don't want to say silverware. It's not a fork. I don't want to say hardware. It's not a piece of wood. I don't know what you would say, but I know it's one of them. Regardless, here we go into the game. Fast forward as usual to inning number, let's go 8. Ground out to Bogarts. Kinsler walks. Goldschmidt called out and strikes. A home run there for Brendan Crawford. Buster Posey with a strikeout though. For us, Hatfield will ground out. Mookie Betts will pop out, it appears. Bryce Harper will ground out as well. Kinsler making a few plays over there. This team is a bit different than you may assume. Ian Kinsler is a new addition, it appears. Paul Goldschmidt as well is a pretty huge addition to that team. They got a few studs there, that's for sure. Another home run there. Gilbert Tavares appears to be struggling here a little bit, and with this top portion of the lineup coming up, a reason to be a little bit concerned. But luckily we're gonna get out of there. Just giving up 1 run. It appears now we have runners on first and third. Opportunity to get our first run of the game home, and we will successfully. We now have runners on first and second, but that will not pose a successful run. Is right there. We will remain only getting 1 run on the board, as we are now down 3-1. So we got to get a few hits together. Fortunately for us, we did compile a pretty nice lineup, if we can say so ourselves. Therefore, if I kind of believe in any lineup to be able to put a couple of runs on the board, I think ours should be capable of doing that. Right here, you see we're going to start with a leadoff single there. Single once again. Here we go. Looks like a fielder's choice. He's going to get out second. Once again, a fielder's choice. And that'll actually get them out of the inning right there. I suppose there actually might have been a double play going on there. Now we're in a little bit of a situation. We're going to put in Seth Ambrose as a bullpen pitcher, and we're going to be able to work our way out of the inning, it appears. Bryce Harper leading off the inning with a walk. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fielder's choice right there. Rugnan Oder with, once again, fielder's choice. I don't know if it's a fielder's choice or a double play. I don't know what's going on there. Yellow usually means fielder's choice. Either way, safely stolen second base. We're going to get out of the inning, though. Now Alexander Bogarts up to bat. He will fly out to center field. Daniel Flores will ground out to shortstop. And Steve Bucard will fly out to right field. So we're running out of innings here. It is now the 8th inning, so I don't want to actually hop in the game. We'll just continue to fast forward to the end of the game. So let's see what we got going here. A walk for Brendan Crawford. Buster Posey, I almost said Bruster, will actually get a single now with bases loaded. Another runner will score there. It looks like we might be able to get a double play going. No, we won't. Another run is going to score there. 2 runs here on this inning. Make it 3, a 6-1 lead there for the San Francisco Giants. Not a very good opportunity for the Blue Jays to have a chance to win this game, but let's see. You never know with this type of lineup what will be possible. So, with the base loaded here with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he's going to strike out. How about Xander Bogaerts? He's going to fly out. That was their big opportunity there to be able to tie this game up, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do so. And right here, it looks like the Giants are just going to continue to attack on a few runs. Now down 8-1. I don't see the Blue Jays posing any type of threat here in the bottom of the 9th to actually get this comeback. You see right there, a single for Daniel Flores, strikeout for Bucard, and a fielder's choice there. Looks like the Giants will walk out of here with a Game 6 victory. So with that being the case, we are now going to move on to Game 7. Obviously, Game 7 of the World Series means quite a big deal. This is a winner-go-home type scenario, and whoever wins this is the world champion. Obviously, the Giants have won a few titles in recent memory. I don't know when the last time the Blue Jays have won. If they have ever won. I'm not sure if they've won a World Series before. I don't recall. Regardless, with Game 7 here underway, I'll see you guys in just a moment as we hop in with Alexander McGee, our ace, going up against Johnny Cueto of the San Francisco Giants. Okay, guys, here we are, Game 7 at the Rogers Center. Obviously, not coming out successful there in Game 6. But this is where it all matters. I mean, don't really have any more chances to make any mistakes here. Luckily, we have our star pitcher, Alexander McGee, on the mound. So, if we're going to have a chance to do something special, it'll be with him on the mound. Either way, right here, first 3 batters of the game, Bryce Harper right there with a single to kickstart the offense a little bit of this game. Right here, McGee once again going back at it. We could be expecting a little bit of a pitcher's duel this game with Cueto and McGee on the mound. I mean, it's to be expected. Cueto obviously being a top-notch pitcher. I wouldn't be surprised if he pitches a pretty quality game right here. Either way, it looks like McGee is struggling a little bit with his control, but 2 attempts to steal a base so far this game. And our catcher, Daniel Flores, has managed to eliminate both of those possibilities. And obviously, I'm going to have no complaints with that one because we've seen a few struggles with our team allowing stolen bases. And the quicker we can get ourselves out of those situations, the quicker we can just eliminate any offensive opportunities for the Giants, which is really the idea here. So really glad Flores is doing what we got him to do, which is throw out runners. So right here, McGee continuously, I was just about to say, limiting the Giants to no hits. So right there, he gives up 1 in the 6th inning, but I mean, he went like 17 or 18 batters in without doing that. So I'm not going to say anything. Bryce Harper, though, with another single there. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with the 2-run shot right there will actually bring us up 2-0. So there we go. That's a game changer. When you have a guy like McGee on the mound, who's obviously our ace, I mean, 2 runs can take you quite a distance. And there we go. Goldschmidt there that time. Oh, well, actually still second. And there we go. They're actually going to get a 2-run home run back with Buster Posey up to bat. And now it'll be a 2-2 game. So Cueto and McGee appear to just be playing off each other. As we now have James Vill on the mound, who's, as you guys probably know, originally a starting pitcher. But we put him in the bullpen there just recently. And now he's going to be pitching as a relief pitcher. So which is, I don't know, probably kind of an interesting opportunity for him. Right here, though, Bryce Harper with his 3rd single of the game. He's actually going to be a double. He's going to knock home a run right there. Bryce Harper with the opportunity to give ourselves giving us the opportunity to win the game here in the 9th inning. Right here, Ozuna is going to force Brandon Crawford to ground to double play, and there we go, guys. That is the final out of the World Series. There you go. The Blue Jays will be world champions there, a 3-2 victory. Can say pretty confidently Bryce Harper was probably the player of the game on that one. Just coming up big in every single opportunity. I gotta respect it, gotta appreciate it. Dude was just absolutely killing it out there. So, yeah, I guess I'm glad we were able to get Bryce Harper. Unfortunately, Mike Trout wasn't able to experience this with all of us, but there you go. The 27 or under rebuild has been accomplished. Any more challenges you guys would like to see me do, I'd be more than happy to do them. There's plenty of other ones. Trust me. There's like we can even do a 35 or older. We could do a I don't know. We can do like specific skill sets that the players have to have. We can do a lot of things. So hope you guys enjoy that. Hope you guys can give me a few more ideas of some challenges you'd like to see me do, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.